2025 그리스도 TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 8월 9일 토요일 오전 1시 11분입니다. 영어 성경을 읽고 있습니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경 열왕기상 13장 1절부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. And behold, there came a man of God out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel, and Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. And he cried against the altar in the word of the Lord, and said, O altar, altar, thus says the Lord, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Joshua, Yoshia by name, and upon thee shall he offer the priests of the high priests that burn incense upon thee, and man's bones shall be burnt upon thee. And he gave a sign the same day, saying, This is the sign which the Lord has spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out. And it came to pass when King Jeroboam heard the saying of the man of God, which had cried against the altar in Bethel, that he put forth his hand from the altar, saying, Lay hold on him, and his hand which he put forth against him dried up, so that he could not put it in against him. The altar also was rent, and the ashes poured out from the altar, according to the sign which the man of God had given by the word of the Lord. And the king answered and said unto the man of God, Entreat now the face of the Lord thy God, and pray for me, that my hand may be restored me again. And the man of God besought the Lord, and the king's hand was restored him again, and became as it was before. And the king said unto the man of God, Come home with me, and lay praise thyself, and I will give thee reward. And the man of God said unto the king, If thou wilt give me half thine house, I will not go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water in this place. For so was it charged me by the word of the Lord, saying, Eat no bread, nor drink water, nor turn again by the same way that thou camest. So he went another way and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel. Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the workers that the man of God had done that day in Bethel, the words which he had spoken unto the king. Them they told also to their father, and their father said unto them, his sons had seen whatever God went which came from Judah. And he said unto his sons, settle me the as. So they settled him the as, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of God, and found him sitting under an oak, and he said unto him, art thou the man of God that came from Judah? And he said, I. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord, thou shalt eat no bread nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also, as thou art, and an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him, and did eat bread in his house, and drank water. And it came to pass, as they said at the table, that the word of the Lord came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of God that came from Judah, saying, thus says the Lord, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord, and hast not kept the commandment which the Lord thy God commanded thee. But camest back, and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of which the Lord did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water. Thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of my father's son. And it came to pass, after he had eaten bread, and after he had drunk, that he settled for him the answer to wit for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way, and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it, and the lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, the men passed by, and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by it carcass, and they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. And when the prophet brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, "It is the man of God who was disobedient unto the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord has delivered him unto the lion, which has torn him and slain him according to the word of the Lord, which he spake unto him." And he spake to his sons, saying, "Saddle me to ass," and they saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. The lion not eaten the carcass, nor torn the ass. And the prophet took off the carcass of the man of God, and laid it upon the ass, and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. And he laid his carcass in the own grave, and they mourned over him, saying, "Alas, my brother." And it came to pass after he had buried him, that he spake to his sons, saying, "When I am dead, then bury me in the sepulchre wherein the man of God is buried. Lay my bones beside his bones." For the saying which he cried by the word of the Lord against the altar in Bethel, and against all the houses of the high places which are in the cities of Samaria, shall surely come to pass. After this thing, Jeroboam returned not from his evil way, but made again of the lowest of the people priests of the high places, whosoever would he consecrated him, and he became one of the priests of the high places. And this thing became sin unto the house of Jeroboam, even to cut it off, and to destroy it from off the face of the earth. At that time, Abiah, the son of Jeroboam, fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his wife, "Arise, I pray thee, and disguise thyself, that thou be not known to be the wife of Jeroboam, and get thee to Shiloh. Behold, there is Ahijah the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people." and take with the 10 rows and crack kernels and cruse of honey and go to him. He shall tell thee what shall become about the child. And Jeroboam's wife did so and arose and went to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah, but Ahijah could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age. And the Lord said unto Ahijah, behold, the wife of Jeroboam comes out to ask a thing of thee for her son, for he is sick. And thus shalt thou say unto her, for it shall be when she comes in, that she shall faken herself to be another woman. And it was so when Ahijah heard the sound of her feet as she came in at the door, that he said, Come in. The wife of Jeroboam, why a pagan star, do thyself to be another, for I am sent to thee with heavy tidings. Go tell Jeroboam, thus says the Lord God of Israel, for as much as I exalted thee from among the people and made thee a prince over my people Israel, and went the kingdom away from the house of David and gave it thee, and yet thou hast not been as my servant David, who kept my commandments and who followed me with all his heart to do that only which was right in my eyes, but hast done evil above all that we are before thee, for thou hast gone and made the other gods and molten images to provoke me to anger, and hast cast me behind thy back. Therefore, behold, I will bring a bill upon the house of Jeroboam, and will cut off from Jeroboam him that peace against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel, and will take away the remnant of the house of Jeroboam, as a man takes away dung till it be all gone. Him that dies of Jeroboam in the city shall the dogs eat, and him that dies in the field shall the fowls of the air eat, for the Lord has spoken it. Arise thou therefore, get thee to thine own house, and when thy feet enter into the city, the child shall die, and all Israel shall mourn for him and bury him, for he only Jeroboam shall come to the grave, because in him there is found some good thing to the Lord God of Israel in the house of Jeroboam. Moreover, the Lord shall raise him a king over Israel, who shall cut off the house of Jeroboam that day, but what even now. For traditions, mighty Israel is leader is shaken in the water, and he shall root of Israel out of this good land, which he gave to their fathers, and shall scatter them beyond the river, because they have made their groves provoking the Lord to anger. And he shall give Israel up because of the sins of Jeroboam, who did sin, and who made Israel to sin. And Jeroboam's wife arose and departed, and came to Tirosa, and when she came to the threshold of the door, the child died. And they buried him, and all Israel mourned for him according to the word of the Lord, which the spake by the hand of his servant Ahijah the prophet. And the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, how he warred and how he reigned, built, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. And today is which Jeroboam reigned were 220 years, and he slept with his fathers, and Nadab, his son, reigned in his stead. And Jeroboam, the son of Solomon, reigned in Judah. Jeroboam was 41 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 17 years in the Jerusalem, the city which the Lord did choose out of all the tribes of Israel to put him name there, and his mother's name was Naamah, an Ammonite. And Judah did evil in the sight of the Lord, and they provoked him to 아로우세 with their sins which they had committed above all that their fathers had done. For they also built them high places and images and groves on every high hill and under every green tree. And there were also sodomites in the land, and they is according to all the abominations of the nations which the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. And it came to pass in the 5th year of King Rehoboam that Shishak, king of Egypt, came up against Jerusalem, and took away the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king's house. He even took away all, and he took away all the shields of gold which Solomon had made. And King Rehoboam made in their stead brazen shields and committed them unto the hand of the chief of the guard, which kept the door of the king's house. And it was so when the king went into the house of the Lord that the guard bare them and brought them back into the guard chamber. Now the rest of the acts of Rehoboam and all that he did are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah. And there was a war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all their days. And Rehoboam slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And his mother's name was Naama an Ammonitess. And Abiah, his son, lay condor in his stead. Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, reigned Abiah over Judah. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Maa'ah, the daughter of Shalom. And he worked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake, did the Lord his God give him a lamp in Jerusalem to set up his son after him and to establish Jerusalem, because David did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, and turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. And there was a war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life. Now the rest of the acts of Abiah and all that he did, they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah. And there was a war between Abiah and Jeroboam. And Abiah slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David, and Asa his son reigned in his stead. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam king of Israel, reigned Asa over Judah, and 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maa'ah, the daughter of Shalom. And Asa did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, as did David his father. And he took away the Sodomites out of the land, and removed all the idols that his fathers had made, and also Maa'ah his mother, even her Israel, he removed from being a king because she had made an idol in a grove, and Asa destroyed her idol and burnt it by the brook Kidron. But the high prices we are not removed. Nevertheless, Asa's heart was perfect with the Lord all his days, and he brought in the things which his father had dedicated, and the things which himself had dedicated into the house of the Lord, silver and gold and vessels, and there was war between Asa and Baasa, king of Israel, all their days. And Baasa, king of Israel, went up against Judah and built Ramah, that he might not suffer any to go out or come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa took all the silver and the gold that we are left in the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king's house, and delivered them into the hand of his servants. And the king Asa sent them to Ben Ben-Hadad, the son of Limon, the son of Heshion, king of Syria, that dwelt at Damascus, saying, there is a league between me and thee, and between my father and thy father. Behold, I have sent unto thee a present of silver and gold. Come and break thy league with Baasa, king of Israel, that he may depart from me. So Ben-Hadad here called unto King Asa, and sent the captains of the host which he had against the cities of Israel, and smote Ion and Dan and Abel Bet Maaga, and all Kinnerot with all the land of Naphtali. And it came to pass when Baasa heard thereof, that he left up building of Ramah and dwelt in Jerusalem. Then King Asa made a proclamation throughout all Judah. None was exempted, and they took away the stones of Ramah and the timber thereof, wherewith Baasa had builded, and the king Asa built with them Geba of Benjamin and Mizpah. The rest of all the acts of Asa and all his might and all that he did, and the cities which he built, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? Nevertheless, in the time of his old age, he was deceased in his pit, and Asa slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David his father. And Yehoshaphat, his son, reigned in his stead, and Nadab, the son of Jeroboam, began to reign over Israel in the second year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned over Israel 2 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and worked in the way of his father, and in his sin wherewith he made Israel to sin. And Baasa, the son of Abi of the house of Issachar, conspired against him, and Baasa smote him at Gibeon, which belonged to the Philistines, for Nadab and all Israel laid siege to Gibeon. Even in the third year of Asa, king of Judah, did Baasa slay him, and reigned in his stead. And it came to pass, when he reigned, that he smote all the house of Jeroboam. He left not to Jeroboam any dead breast until he had destroyed him, according unto the saying of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Ahiah, Silonite. Because of the sins of Jeroboam, which he sinned, and which he made Israel sin by his provocation, wherewith he provoked the Lord God of Israel to anger. Now the rest of the acts of Nadab and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And there was a war between Asa and Baasa, king of Israel, all their old days. In the third year of Asa, king of Judah, began Baasa, the son of Ahiah, to reign over all Israel in Tirzah 24 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and worked in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin wherewith he made Israel to sin. 열왕기상 15장 34절까지 영어 성경으로 읽어보았습니다. 다음은 16장인데 16장은 다음 시간에 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.